Okay, I think we streaming, and now we recording, baby. I didn't want to clap here. It would have been too loud for y'alls. So, we are getting ourselves going on Momentum Wheels for Humanity. I think we got about, let's check in. How much video do we have cut in? We got about, whoops. It's like I'm switching from Avid mode to Premiere. All right, we got about 25 seconds of picture. We got about a 3-minute run time. It'll probably be closer to 2:30 if I could guess, because it's gonna take that's a lot of pushing this down the road, and that's at 136. All right, so let's see what I got so far. I think I know what shot I need to get next. So let's check this B, shall we? Yeah.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need.
All right. I think I got an idea for what I want for that section. So we got
In low-income countries,
first we got to show low-income countries. So let's go through our selects. I know we got some B-roll. Do we want to go for India? Now, I know she's working at like a pretty clear place. Well, I mean, it still is right there. Oh, yes, the goat shot. I fucking love this goat. Dude, watch this goat's ear. I just want y'alls to pay attention to this ear right here. Ah! That shot's like way too good. I definitely 100% want that fucking shot. So I'll match frame it with F. That's my shortcut. And then we're just going to drag and drop this image here. It's going to snap in good.
in low-income countries,
That fucking goat ear. Holy shit. That really gets me good. Fit to frame for a second. Let's see this again. Oh, shit.
people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90
This is all you need to know about low-income countries. Goat ear shake. My fucking God. That was beautiful.
in low-income countries,
It gets me. Okay, you know what? To make this shot a little bit more dynamic, I think we can I want to punch in and zoom. I know we're already at 200%, but we're on a 4K timeline. I think we're doing a 1080 deliverable, right? So we do have at least 25% leeway. So maybe that would make it like 250 for the start. Let's make sure we put our end frame at 200. Pop back over here. Just type in 250. And boy, do I want that goat to be the friggin' focus. If I could. I don't know how much I can get this goat to be the focus, but you know, hopefully a little bit. They're just really great.
in low-income countries,
Okay, maybe I'll try a position instead of that anchor point business. Might be a little bit easier to control. Bam. Okay, so where's our end frame? Our end frame's all right. The intro. Oh, this is where we need to change this to 250, right? And then this is where we can start going up. Maybe we can do a little bit of this action. So then it'll start shrinking. The goat will shrink as its ears flopping. It'll shrink and go to about right there.
In low-income countries, 90
That's way too fast. I didn't need to move that much. Let's cut this to 225. See if that's better.
in low-income countries,
Right, I still have to adjust the freaking, there you go. I'm going to put this over here. I think that should help.
in low-income countries,
It's still too fast. Honestly, it's like a 5% zoom, so like 210 should be enough.
in low-income countries,
Yeah, if we can get this the position right, because right now we're all frame. You see this black right there, and then there's black down here at this bottom. So we're going to change that position a little bit. Boom. Boom. Let's see how that plays.
in low-income countries, 90
The zoom out's not really doing it. Maybe I'm just addicted to the goat. Maybe it needs to be a different shot. Low income countries. I mean, like, shit, you get the point here with this shot. Like, this shot would probably be all right. And we're going to fit to frame.
In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need.
90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. That's making me think about Papua New Guinea, this woman, specifically this woman. It might be that shot where she's getting her legs down the ground, because she like ends up crawling to her wheelchair. That'll let you know how important it is for some people to have access to wheelchairs. Because jinkies. All right, fit to frame. And I know you can hear my niece and my brother in the background. You probably can. If you can't, that's okay. It's not like it's required.
In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and have access to the
I want to change the
access
shot.
to the tools and services they need.
Tools and services they need. I want to change that to something else. All right. I mean, she ends up getting her wheelchair, so it might be important to just show that. Where was she? PNG, huh? Because she does, like, there. I think just the shift from here, maybe start there when her right arm is planted on the chair. Maybe a little bit more. Well, maybe that's okay. Let's see what that does. Because we're continuing essentially her narrative by doing this. Fit to frame.
90% don't have access to the tools and services they need.
The action's a little too slow. I do like her, and I think there's maybe some better shots potentially. Oh, you know what? I mean, this could just be like, this could actually just be this guy. Nope. Just taking this wheelchair down. Maybe? I don't know. We're trying things out.
Have access to the tools and services they
So if I get him there and maybe him wheeling the chair towards her, or just explaining.
In one kind.
The only problem I have with this shot is that this one carries motion and this one doesn't. Like, this is a stagnant shot. Either way, we gotta fit the frame. Oh my god.
90% don't have access to the tools and services they need.
Alright, there was a glitch there. And it was on the new shot that I put in. Yeah, my brother and his family got a new dog named Zoe, and you can hear that in the background. Zoe's a boy.
In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. To the tools and services they need.
I don't think this shot's the good, but like maybe it is this. Maybe it is this.
Access to the tools and services they need. It's time.
I want to get like more of that drastic motion, so I think I have to trim some time from that.
To the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
Now that music line also just requires a nice epic shot, right? I mean, it just sounds epic. So that's what we gotta do. We got to deliver. Oh, we got 0 views. And that's okay. It's not really a requirement for people to tune in here. I'm trying to figure out how to make valuable content and do what the fuck I'm really good at. I'm fucking good at editing. I know how to get into there, just fucking dial in that story, and there's so many different aspects to look out for when you're editing something. You've got to worry about story, number one. You've got to worry about audio. What's your mix like? What's your color situation like? Because you can tell right now from some of the shots that I'm using, like, it's not too color corrected. It's blown out over here. Like, you probably want to bring down that brightness. Some shots are color corrected. Like, this one's really bright and beautiful. And this one's a little bit more dull. This one's also this is beautiful. It's tritone, right? It's like green, brown, and black. Really, everything's just kind of like in that area. Anywho, Burns.
In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need.
I want to do a different shot. This shot's not working, this third shot. I think the shot of him bringing out the wheelchair works.
Services they need.
Services they need. So there might be a tune-up shot of tuning up the wheelchair. No. Okay, so there isn't. As far as I can tell. Do I want this one? Let's just test this out, right? The thing with editing, it's not like I know too much beforehand what shot's going to work. I'm just trying to build that story, that cohesive story. Some areas, especially for a 3-minute video, some areas are going to feel a little bit more montagey, like up at the top. Up at the top of this piece, we got to introduce different characters. So we've got this gal. You know, we've got this guy, you don't see his face. He's also from Papua New Guinea. But you're getting the action shot on the wheelchair, right? Then we're getting this guy in, was he in Indonesia? I think let's double check. Yes, he's in Indonesia. Okay, great. All right. He's in Indo. He's in Ukraine. I think this is also Indo. Could be. Don't remember off the top of my head. This is Ukraine. This is, was this Ecuador? Oh, okay. Maybe that shot makes more sense. Let's see.
Have access to the tools and services they need.
I just want that action to start a little bit sooner on this shot. It takes him a little too much to get that momentum rolling.
Have access to the tools and services they need.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't hit into that speed till about there. So I'm just going to roll this back. Boom. Adjust. Dis.
Tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
Gotta give some rewind time and get things back into perspective.
But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
I want to maybe cut the line, I think, when it comes to it's time to change that. Maybe that's the ticket.
In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
How do we want to change that? Oh, I'm going to have some nasty burps, bruh. FYI. It's time to change that. You know what? Maybe a teacher would be good for this moment. Maybe a teacher would be really good for that. Right? It's time to change that as we're educating the youth. All right, so what's the best? All right, let's see. Maybe I'll just take this shot straight up, see what that does. Bop.
Services they need. It's time to change that.
I think that shot can work. See here, let's fit the frame. Oops. You know what? I'm going to change something right now, my shortcuts, because this is driving me a little bonkers. I need to figure out how to go to full frame. I've got maximize, full playback resolution, toggle full screen. What do we want this one to be? So this is set up for multicam right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 to close gap. Wow, I've got more camera. I just skip out on 5. Okay. Premiere help F1. That's not going to be helpful on the Mac. Let's see. Can I do tab? Or is tab requiring me to do something completely different? I don't know. A toggle full screen. Would it be like tab 1? Would tab 1 work? Nah, not 1. Toggle full screen. What do I want? Replace footage. This negative. Maybe? Nope. Fuck that. You know what? The rest of this video is just going to be trying to figure out how to fucking go in full screen. Oh, we got a bunch of... Oh my God, this shortcut alone has so many different things already tagged to it. All right, let's go back to that full screen. Toggle full screen. Oh, it's like a combo? What the fuck did I do? All right, can I make it? I can't just make it tab. Fuck. I wish I could just make it tab. It would make life play around. I don't know what the hell that means. Maybe that'll be it. Yeah! All right. I like that. Makes me happy. Let's get back into it. Wow, so I'm doing this fucking backslash or forward slash. I don't know what the names of the slashes are.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
You know what? Even with this shot, this could be the continuation of her story. Maybe that would be better.
Percent don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. Change that.
All right, we'll cut out a little bit sooner just to hit that beat. That beat drop.
90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
You know what? I'm still annoyed by my own shortcut. I gotta change it back to something else. I don't like that there. I would kind of like it here, but I've got that as maximize restore. Maybe if I make this maximize or restore, and I just make it that. Come on. Cha, gotcha, baby. All right, and then we go over here and we say that is full screen. All right, let's see how that feels. Okay, I want to look more into here. That's great. And then I want to go full screen. Okay. My left hand is usually, that's where I want the full screen option, because usually a lot of my action tends to happen with the left hand. So
is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
All right. I definitely want an epic shot right when this music change hits.
It's time to change that.
Right? We got to really fucking feel it. It is time to change that. All right. So this could be... I don't know if Zimbabwe is the right footage. It would have to be like super... I mean, I guess I could do that. Let's see if we could do a speed ramp to make that work. So, speed ramp, blop. speed ramp. It's called time remapping. There's speed section over there. We can click that.
Change that.
And I think probably right about here is where I want it to go back to normal speed. I'm like trying to figure what that is. So here, can I zoom in? I want to zoom in. Yeah, I want to see how much I can raise the speed.
Time to change that.
We need this second marker to go down a lot farther. Okay. Fudge. Boom, boom. I gotta undo this shit. What am I doing? Maybe if I just start this going really fast and then I'll choose my slow down point later. 500? 500 sounds decent.
It's time to change that.
There's a definitely a speed change on the drone right there. Oops, undo. Fit to frame.
Change that.
Yeah, let's...
They need. It's time to change that.
I think I still want this to be faster than what it is. Maybe we'll make it that 1,000. Close to it.
Change that.
Oops. Ooh, got it. Got it. That was the problem. I gotta shorten this. Now I can change that speed. Maybe it'll look different if I render it, because I see that it's kind of jumpy. So, let's see. All right, so once it gets there, I think that's where we want the speed change to happen. We're going to friggin' drop it down back to 100%. Okay. And maybe, baby, maybe we add a little curve action to that business. Oops. Oh. Now I gotta run down. Oof. What the fuck did I just do? I feel like I just ruined everything.
Change that.
Yeah. Ugh. Fuck, what did I do?
That.
Needs to be more over there. Ugh. This is angering me. I think that's failing, but I feel like these other shots are working all right. Right? Let's render it out. Just see, I think I got everything consolidated down to the shabadoo video 1 layer.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community. regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
You know what? Maybe it's the course comes in too quickly for me.
Access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
Yeah, I think maybe I need to just move this down a little bit.
Tools and services they need. It's time to change that. Services they need. It's time to change that.
Ugh. I gotta take my loop mode off. I've got my loop mode on over here because I've been doing a lot of socials. When you do a lot of social, you want to see how it loops because that's how it plays in people's cell phones, right?
Some countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. They need. It's time to change that.
I mean, I feel like still having some motion here might be beneficial. So I'm going to look on just doing some basic motion. Do I want it zoomed in? I think maybe I want to zoom out a little bit. So if I do something like that.
It's time to change that.
Yeah.
I need. It's time to change that.
All right, and we're going to move this keyframe back to the end over there so it's constantly moving.
They need. It's time to change that.
Yeah, and that goes in right with that guy's hand pat, right? Boom.
It's time to change that.
Bam! He got you, mama. All right.
It's time to change that.
All right. So we're looking for change. What do we want to do for a shot of change? Good question.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
All right. So we're looking to change that. So people are getting the equipment and services they need. So we need a shot that says that. I know this. So Armenia is a little bit older footage. I'm trying to, I guess, maybe go more for some of the new stuff that they shot in like Kenya and wherever. Like, this is new. I've seen this gal many times before. Damn, they really fucking, she's out there. That is the farmland. Holy shit. All right. Let's get to more. It's time to change that. It's time to change that. That's what I got to ask myself. It's like, it's time to change that. What image brings that to mind? It's typically someone receiving services. Right, and this kid, I remember, she's fucking golden. She's so much smiles.
Tapi lo, listo. Ya sabes, ¿va?
Quiero probarte de otro lado.
Probalo, pues.
No puedo, no puedo mucho. No, 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 no.
Sí puedes, te voy a ayudar.
She's having trouble getting that cap off.
Ay, es que está...
Yes, let's get her laughing. Yeah, I think that's the
Ay, es que está...
I think just showing some laughter, some levity right here is good, right? We've been sitting in a little bit serious town. Let's show the joys of these services, right? Fit to frame. Let's check this again.
It's time to change that.
You know what? In this let's get that laugh a little sooner. And I'm going to extend it to hit this beat, this drum right there.
Change that.
And you know what? To really drive home the emphasis, I'm going to do a little zoom. Let's zoom in on her face. So if we hit scale position, anchor point maybe, and we go over here towards the end. Let's see. Oh, I don't need to mark that anchor point there. I can delete that. Like, damn, but like, we can't go that full out. Okay. Maybe I'll just say, fuck it. We'll just, but we want to be zoomed in. We want to be zoomed on her face right here. I want to get a little bit more of a zoom there. So 225, that's pretty decent maybe. Let's see.
Change that.
I might change that shot later. I'm not necessarily feeling 100% about it. And that's okay. We don't need to feel 100%. We're doing rough cut, right? We're just trying to fill out this space.
It's time to change that.
All right, we got a montage of services. I think that's... Boom. So it's going to be 3 shots, right?
Change that.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, right there on that beat, right? You want to keep that rhythm.
Access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
1, 2, 3.
When someone receives,
And then you can change it.
it's time to change that.
Let's see some other services in action. Okay, I've seen these all before. I like this gal. Well, she's getting a lot of help here, so this is nice. I want to showcase, I think, the helpers measuring these chairs. There might be something a little Salvador, something different. This gal, she's got some good shots. As I recall, with the helpers here. Maybe that little lift. We're looking for that action. Match frame in. I want to get it there. I want that motion to already happen. Oh, that's all it was. It was just a little small thing, huh? It was a small adjustment. Okay. Okie dokies. Fit that frame. Oh, that maybe we'll make her a 2-shot. Yeah. Boom. Snap. We're going to change that a little bit. So see if we can get a nice punch in.
Cuando ella ya esté bien ahí de ella, hay una.
Maybe that hair adjustment
Cuando ella ya esté
is
bien
good.
sentada.
Let's check it out. We're just testing it out. We don't know if it's going to work. We're just going to try.
Change that.
Oh, got to fit the frame. Got to fit the frame.
Change that.
Yeah. So we can get another epic shot, I think, after that adjustment. I like this as a 2-shot, so I guess I'm going for 4 shots when I said 3 this entire time. I lied. I'm a liar. What can I say? Excuse me one moment. There we go. Yep. All right, let's see. Boom, boom. Take it back. You guys are going to get a full dose of my ADHD just going through all this business. You know what I'm saying? B.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
Let's get a different tool and service. This shot's starting to feel good, but this one not so much.
It's time to change that.
I wonder if I just put that over there.
It's time to change that.
Nope. Because she's getting in this chair here. We don't want back-to-back getting in chair, right?
That.
You know, we can do some other physical rehab shots. Maybe she's better for this tail end. Because she's great. She is wonderful. I like seeing her smile in this. It's time to change that. This girl, man, talk about like getting community light up. Her chilling with her friends. Pretty freaking cool. I know there's some. Let me see if I can get rid of that audio scrub sound. Oh, but we're talking about getting the services they need. Derp, I almost forgot exactly what this is about. I didn't cut this out. This is an interview shot, and I didn't... Oh, this is a string out. That's why. Derpy derp. The fuck? Why am I looking at string outs? I'm just boning myself. Oh my god, I've been opening nothing but string outs. Horrible. Horrible. Horrible.
Need. It's time to change that.
You know what? Ukraine might have some good stuff here. There's this guy who's like assembling wheelchairs. First of all, he's training like a new person to use a wheelchair. That guy. The guy with the this guy. It's time to change that. Bam. And he could be fucking just building the chair. It's time to change that. Could be that. It's time to change that. Although that motion's probably a little too heavy, a little too much right there.
Services they need. It's time to change that.
It gives a different vibe, that's for sure.
It's time to change that.
I want him to put that right in as soon as the beat hits, which is around here-ish. Okay, let's see.
90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
You know what? This could be another shot of him in the shop. Because now we could cut to the wide so you can see that he doesn't have legs. That he too uses the wheelchair, right? It might be this shot in reverse. I think that's a pretty good shot. Boom, 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 boom. I might even like that there.
It's time to change that. When
I don't know. I mean, this is also the challenge of editing, right? You gotta like just try shit out, see what works. I hate getting fucking spam mail. But what can you do besides block? Yeah, now this move doesn't make sense, right?
access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
I don't want to see him. I think it's got to be a close-up on like gear or something. Oh yeah. Ooh, sick. Get that fucking wheel flip, baby. There you go. Right before it. Bam. That could be some hot shit right there. Boo. Let's see. I'll get a little bit more. Just gotta trim it that way.
Time to change that.
Okay. I think I got an idea.
When someone receives the right support, when someone receives the right support,
I want to cut out before she does that little pen flip thing. But I still want the shot to extend that far. Render. Dude, I move like lightning bolts, baby.
everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
You know what? Okay, so I think the mistake is cutting to her. She's great, but I set up this cutting the services, and it might be really cool to have a 4-shot sequence with this guy, right? I think it just might be really interesting. So, let's see.
Services they need. It's time to change that.
All right, what else do we have? Ba-doop. This could be interesting. I know he's going down the step. Popping a wheelie and going down. Control. Control. I mean, I know it's perfectly synced up with the wheel drop, right? Boom. And then if we cut to like a close-up of his face, if we got that, that would be nice. Right, because he's, well, that's another thing. It's like he's like showing this guy how to do it.
Percent don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that.
I want to continue and stay on the steps. I wonder. Maybe there's enough momentum. And then we cut to the drop here.
When someone receives the right support,
Maybe. Let's see here.
have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support,
When someone receives the right support, we could probably still go with here because he's training this other guy how to do it. Right? Also, we've got this caretaker in there. You know? That could be interesting. Whoops, I have no idea what I did there. But I corrected it pretty quick. Ain't that amazing? Boom, let's just drop. I don't know how long that's going.
it's time to change that. When someone receives the right support,
Everything changes.
everything changes.
So now we're kind of going into a little bit more of a story mode with this. We want to see the progression of characters, of individuals. The intro is more montagey, and then once we get into the heart of the dialogue, we want to be a little bit more focused on series shots or montage shots of just the same scene or same character. I think that works pretty friggin' good. I can always just hit the home key to go to the top, and bam, we'll play it again.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes.
Honestly, we can still rock the Ukraine story. So now we can just get to this guy and see if he smiles, feels a little bit more successful after taking his trip down the stairs. It might just be the end right there. Right, so this is the way they delivered it. I forgot. Boom, boom. Did that one guy so fucking badass popping down the stairs, the one in the red wheelchair? Okay. There might be some shots of him smiling or something about getting the support. Right, so this guy is showing him how to go down the stairs. And I like the idea. It's about being transformed about. So if there's here on this cut up shot, if he's just smiling. I saw like a little smile there. There you go. That is a bigger smile. And this could work. I don't know if it will. We're just trying it out.
When someone receives the right support, everything changes.
You know what? I think maybe this is the two shot where they're both working on the wheelchairs together. Yeah. I like being a little bit closer. Maybe start there. Boom, as he's explaining the wheelchair and the mechanics of it. Boom, bam.
When someone receives the right support, everything changes. Everything changes. Everything changes. We believe everything changes.
Right. And we can get to a shot of this gal now smiling. Because I don't want like 8 different shots from that Ukraine guy. I mean, 5's probably 100% enough. I think I got 6. Was there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, and then we move on. Yeah, going more than 6 would probably be overkill, that's for sure.
When someone receives the right support, everything changes. Everything changes.
I know this gal just got a great smile through and through. There she is. Yeah, maybe this might be it. There you go. Everything changes. Bam, look at that. We'll cut right there. Bam. And maybe that'll be the shot we need. We'll see.
Everything changes. We believe.
Let's fit the frame, because I obviously forgot to do that.
Everything changes. We believe everyone deserves
Yeah, let's stay on her a bit longer, huh?
changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive.
Yeah, cool. I like that. Does this shot work now? I do love this kid.
We believe everyone deserves the chance. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive.
Yeah. I think that might work. Brah. Brah.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, everyone deserves the chance to thrive.
You know what? There's some footage of her on a swing that's pretty fun. There's like a wheelchair swing. But maybe we would... Yeah, wait, there she is. There she is. She does a bunch of stuff. Is this El Salvador? Blurch. Because I know she also does like physical therapy. Ah, here it is. Dude, lots of burping. I had a couple sodas today. Ugh. It's gonna ruin you. Just the way it is, baby. Still, no one's tuned in. And once again, pretty okay with that. We're figuring shit out, man. We don't know. We don't know what fucking sells, but we're editor. We're editors, man. That's what we do. We just get up on in it. Let's listen to that line again. Boom.
We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive.
So, thriving shot is a good swing shot. I mean, I know you don't see a wheelchair. Might be a little bit harder to pick up on that it's the same gal from the previous shot, but, you know, I don't know. I'm just experimenting. We just gotta see what works. And yeah, sometimes you gotta make the wrong choice.
Everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 19...
Yeah, I mean, it's just not like you got no idea she needs a wheelchair going down in that particular shot. Now, if I started here, right, you 100% get the point. Wheelchair in front frame. Whee! So you know it was part of her mission getting there. Fit to frame.
We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996,
I think because the particular line is about everyone thrive.
I believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive.
It might need to cut to someone else. Everyone deserves a chance to thrive. Everyone deserves a chance to thrive. Oh, that could be good. I almost kind of like... Oh, he's taking his time. I know there's some nice badminton shots here. There we go. Maybe that's it. Match frame. Over here. Drag and drop.
Everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 19...
Honestly, I think that works pretty well. Because, you know, having fun with your daughter playing badminton, and having a wheelchair that allows you to do that, that seems like thriving to me. Let's check it again.
Everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Wheels for Humanity has worked to create a more inclusive world for people with disabilities. We do more.
All right, and this piece of dialogue we can shift down later.
For people with
Oh, that didn't shift down nothing.
disabilities. We do more than
I want it to be a bigger gap.
inclusive world for people with disabilities. We do more than meet urgent needs. We build pathways to inclusion.
Even that probably would benefit from a little bit of a larger gap.
Urgent needs. We build pathways to inclusion.
It's okay, we don't need to be perfect. Bam, let's watch it from the top to make sure our edit flows.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Wheels for Humanity has worked to create a more inclusive world for people with disabilities. Since 1996, Momentum Wheels for Humanity.
So since 1996, Wheels for Humanity, that makes me feel like we would benefit from seeing staff members interacting with clients. That's what that makes me think. I don't think Zimbabwe is going to be it. I also feel like we almost have seen too much of Ukraine. So I'm not too keen on going back to it. Yeah, honestly, though, out of all the footage I received, the stuff with Ukraine was shot the most pristinely. Kudos to their DP. He really did a good job. Oh, these are all still images. I'm not going to use any of that. There is plenty enough. Okay, these are statements, so it's not going to be too entertaining. Jump, 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 jump. Let's listen to it again because I forgot.
Everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Wheels for Humanity.
So I want to get something like that's maybe a little bit more epic in scale or large in scale, not to signify momentum specifically. So either staff. Yeah, I want to see staff interacting with clients or something a little bit bigger. Maybe I can get to that goat shot yet. I fucking love it. Dude, I gotta do like an entire video just on that fucking goat, man. Just so I can feel good about life. You know? This little buddy, I swear to God, you know, he deserves it all. Look at him. Oh, that fucking ear. I don't know why it gets me so good. He just does. Look at him. His face is so stoic. Oh, good. I love that. Yeah, I'm going to highlight this for myself. Boop, boop. Will I change the color? Can I do that from here? Beep, beep, burner, burner. Label, color. Let's go pink. We just love that goat shot, and we don't want to forget as we continue on our journey. This is the most gifable moment of my life.
Everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996,
Yeah. So we're looking for, that. Since 1996. I don't want to do, this guy we've already seen load up out of the wheelchair. The guy who's delivering it. So I don't think that's too beneficial. Okay, so she's all solo. I think he's pretty solo too. Well, you know, I'm like he doesn't need like assistance, as much assistance. Since 1996. Since 1996. I mean, honestly, this shot could work. Maybe I'll just put it in for temp. Also, I kind of want to fucking color correct this. If I go to source and then I go to the color correction. Bah! Huh? Just going to test these out. I know a more accurate space would be getting my color correction monitor up. Lumetri scopes. All right, so I can see how far things are pushing. So we got a lot of space on the white, and this is white, right? So we can definitely boost up the brightness. That's for damn sure. Right now we're just getting a log color, dropping something simple and see what they get us, right? Okay. This is all cooler. You can see it just keeps dropping and chunking down. This has got weird scopes. It's definitely not a D21. Whoa! Look at that phantom. So, I mean, I think this one's probably all right. We'll use this as the base. Still want to boost up the dark end. Not the dark end, the light end. The whites. Yeah, you boost that up. Okay. Do we want more contrast? Look at that. So contrast will push it in the dark and white space. It just creates a greater divide in the middle. So if we go higher with contrast, we actually don't need as much on the white end. Temperature-wise, I want to warm this up. Hell yeah, man. Right? Look at that. Just like we're also trying to tell a warm story. Since 1996. Since 1996. All of our prayers were answered.
We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum
Wheels for Humanity. I think I just want to have a little bit more of the group in the shot.
Everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Wheels for Humanity.
Yeah, I think that works. I think that works pretty darn good.
Chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Wheels for Humanity has worked to
So now, for Wheels for Humanity, we can definitely cut to a different shot here. Des. Faux show. You know what, man? It might be break time. So I can brush my teeth before I go to sleep. And once again, no one's fucking tuning in. Yeah, so it's all good, man. This is just for fun. We're growing as an entertainer. We're growing as an educator. We're growing as an adorator. I'm Fashion Joe, and I'm gonna go brush my teeth. I just feel like I should have some type of music on or something to help pass the time with my fucking stuffy ass nose. God dang. God dang. I have lost track of what I was doing. Yeah, we're just gonna go to, oh, that's right. We can just loop the edit. That's an entertaining thing to do. We sit here, we do that, we save it, we render it, and then we loop it while we brush our teeth. How about that? I like it. Wait, before I totally commit to that, I'm glad I checked. I have to change my camera angle so you can see what the fudge I'm doing. Alright. Okay, here we go. Let's go to home. Full screen and play.
Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need. It's time to change that. When someone receives the right support, everything changes. We believe everyone deserves the chance to thrive. Since 1996, Momentum Everyone should be able to participate fully in their community, regardless of ability. But for millions of people with disabilities, that world is still out of reach. In low-income countries, 90% don't have access to the tools and services they need.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. Thank you for bearing with me. Floss in my teeth, and then you could hear me blow my nose. I've been really stuffy the last 2 weeks as we've been changing into fall here in the Midwest. I love it. Like, I love the colder weather. I love seeing the leaves change. You know, that stuff's really cool. I appreciate it. My sinuses just go bananas. All right, here we go. Let's get it. I forgot where we were towards the end, so I'm just gonna maybe watch from here. All right, so you know what? I think this is where the gal from Kalpana from India, where she could come in, because I know she works in an office, right? Wheels for Humanity has worked to create. That right there, that's what I'm looking to fill. Alrighty, so if that's what I'm looking to fill, get out of there, audio. Wheels for Humanity has worked to create. So let's see. Wheels for Humanity working. My God. Oops. We've gone a little too fast. I do love this dog. God, anytime I see a fucking dog, my heart melts. It's just the way it is. Playing games, chilling. I want to say works to create because I know she's in an office working. I know there's footage of that. There we go. Really, it's just kind of those 3 shots. Okay, this is better. I think if I know there's nothing on it, but like if I put some motion on it, if I zoom in, shnikes, it might work out. Yeah. Oh my God, I got my mouth again. I got to sneeze. Oof. Okay. It may have passed, but I'ma keep them tissues close by. Know what I'm saying, dog? Yeah. Get that water. Get that water. Yep. Oh, right. I already got it there. Bam, bickety bam. We said to you, woo, look at that. Fit to frame. Love that fit to frame. Ooh. I just want it to come in a little sooner. Yeah, maybe a couple more frames earlier. And let's work on that slow zoom because this as a stagnant shot is not very interesting. Woo! And then we scroll there and then we do this. Too much of a zoom. Way too much. Maybe this should be 215. I want to cut out before create. Maybe even to create. All right, going to more inclusive world, shall we? Oh, good. You know, my personal goal for tonight was just to get to the solid minute mark. I might be able to do that. A more inclusive world. We want something to feel inclusive. No, he was in Papua New Guinea, wasn't he? More inclusive world. Duh. Yes, this guy. I know he's got some really cool, good community shots. Just because it's like, look at that little kid just touching his foot. It's like, I don't like the head shove. Let's see here. I don't know. We'll see. We're testing things out. I do like this guy. We feature his wheelchairs the second shot. I think I want a little bit more of him. He's pretty damn good. Oh, made my stupid loop. Maybe. For people with disabilities. Okay. Who do we want for that? You know what? If we go to Armenia. Let's see here. Let's hear that again. For people. It's an inclusive world. Inclusive world. Inclusive. So we want to see them in the world. And that they are included into their environment. right? Their community. That's what these wheelchairs are providing. They're providing access to community and, to be valued, to have an identity outside of their disability, to be recognized for who they are as people. For people with disabilities. Wait. There was someone else. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that smile! If that doesn't make you happy, you're fucking dead inside, and I hate you forever. And that guy, what the fuck? Why did he snap his damn fingers? It was a perfectly great shot, and then he has to ruin it. Let's see here. Oh, I got a fit frame? No. Okay, it's a 4K shot. I just want that shot to go a little bit longer. It's too short. Yeah, even a little bit more. I think this is a great shot, though. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. That feels pretty damn good to me. Bam, save, render. Yeah, shnikes. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom. Let's start from the tippy top, huh? All right, so we might get a couple series shots in here. That's feeling good. I'm starting to really feel the power. The power of the edit. Which is good. It's good to start feeling that vibe and connecting with the material. Do I stop streaming? That's what I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide how much more editing do I do. It's 9:39. I don't have work. And by work, I mean teaching. I'm not teaching for the rest of this weekend. I can just focus on this. Oh, right, tomorrow. Gonna see Weird Al with my brothers. Oh, man. Dude, talk about childhood memories and bonding. Weird Al Yankovic, man. Brought our household together. Yeah, man. Super fun. Super fun. Okay. Let's, Shaboingles, do we go back to editing? I guess so. We want to show off inclusive world still. So we want to see people in the world. Oh my gosh. Inclusive world. I mean, that might just be fun just to see him with his daughter. Didn't realize there was a bunch of audio there, but you know, fucking. Hopefully, we didn't just go deaf. Fit to frame. I want it to be a little bit bigger. I mean, this is a great shot. I think it's important to show people in the world, right? Out of their home environment. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And she's always in her home. How? Drone shot statements? No. Out in the world. Inclusive environment. Okay, ping pong. Hey. Bam. Oh, yeah. Let's get this fire shot from Mr. Blue and then seeing that serve return. Yeah. You can see this guy can actually fucking play some ping pong. That's what we want to see, baby. That's what we want to see, baby. Oh, look at that. My natural instincts for marking in and out, it's almost exactly what I want. Eek. 1 frame off. Look at that. That's beauty right there. Obviously, gotta fit the frame. Can't do shit unless you fit the frame. Save. It's been a bit. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll start from the top. I always like starting from the top. Yeah, I definitely go over things in detail and really micro fuck the shit out of things, man. Because I really want people to be fucking sold on my edits and my cuts right off the bat. We do more than meet urgent needs. That's the next thing. That's the next one. But man, yeah, I think this paint pawn shot really works. I think that's good. Maybe. Oops. Maybe I don't want to extend the front end of that so much, or the back end. I'll push that down a little bit. Okay, you know what, man? It's been a pretty packed day. I might call it here. We'll just watch down what we have again, because, you know, I can't get enough. Yeah. I want this a little bit later. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just kept on bumping for me. Every time I was watching this down, that little thing just needed to be moved a couple of frames. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm pretty satisfied with where we are right now for tonight. I feel pretty damn good. Like we're going to get to where we need to be, um, relatively soon. It's not going to take much more work to get that rough cut in, or at least to get the story dialed in. Like if I get the story dialed in tomorrow, that would be super dope. I just gotta do it before I see Weird Al. Um, Also, I could wait till Saturday or Sunday. There isn't that much of a rush. Anyways, man. Hey, thanks for joining. And, and when I say that, I guess I just say that to myself. And yeah, whatever, man. I fucking love it. It's good, dude. All right. Well, you guys all take care, man. And hopefully I'll catch you around later.